was Mickey's birthday on the 21st, but today is the 26th. All right. Wait, I'll wait for it to do its thing. All right. So we currently have, yeah, all right, now I'm live. Okay. So we currently have the moon in Cancer still, and it is just past its conjunction to Mars. I think it's like the moon's at 17 and Mars is at 15 or something like that. So there could still be a little bit of irrits around in the morning, but again, is it what's you're willing to fight for type of thing? All right, because there's a couple of other sensitive topics, but they are more the afternoon. All right. Yeah, more the afternoon. All right, so let's have a look. Good morning. Okay, firstly, good morning, Karen. How are you? All right, we have at 2 p.m. All right, so Moon in Cancer at 2 p.m. we have Mercury. Good morning, Susan. Now, Mercury is at 29 degrees of Virgo. So if you have to complete some tasks that require data analysis, good morning, Heather. Today is a great day to do it, especially in a business sense because Mercury in Virgo who loves a spreadsheet, good morning, Alicia, is trine to Pluto in Capricorn. All right. So I think this is going to be the last time this happens for like 240 years. um, but that means nothing at all. But it is a great day to finish off those business plans or, any paperworky type businessy stuff. Great day. All right. Now, at the same time, Venus in Scorpio is opposing Hygeia in Taurus. All right. So, that could look like, because Scorpio is also a financial sign, it could look like how much are you willing to do and what boundaries do you need to put into place so that the things that you're working on, whether that's life or business, are giving you the space and the space to rest and recover that's necessary. It's very obvious in the collective narrative right now that the work that Gen X or boomers were prepared to do is not the work that millennials and Gen Y, they're the same thing, aren't they? Gen Y, X, Y, Gen Z. They're not, it's not the same, all right? So, the work ethics are completely different now. So that could look like, us older people going, I'm willing to do all of this, but then there's my cutoff. And then like I said, it could look completely different for the younger generation. What boundaries are you willing to put into place, or how far are you willing to go to get the things that you want? And this is maybe where I have been on a little bit of a Sisters of Mercy music kick lately, and they've got a song that is talking about all the love that I can get. And it is about, it's about when you're in those deep times, what are you willing to do to get the love that you deserve and that you need? um, I've done the next 2 weeks worth of astro, and it's very obvious that it's eclipse season, and even when we got past that eclipse season, it's observation of the mind and the thoughts that are the really really prevalent type of influences. Again, Scorpio's transit, whether it's Venus, Sun, or Mercury, it's extending this period of time where we're looking into those Scorpio themes, death, sex, other people's money, taboo topics, old traumas and crisis. But then we've also got the strength and the resilience that we get from those investigations. So, all right, excuse me. So that's around 2 p.m. Now, after 3, the moon in Cancer starts to oppose Pluto in Capricorn. So here's some more exposure coming, all right? Even though it's quite wide and it's after 3 o'clock, that moon Pluto conjunction doesn't happen until 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, all right? So that's going to be growing. Now, at 5:30, moon in Cancer squares Chiron in Aries. So we're doing all of this really deep investigation. We're looking at how far we're willing to go. And then that moon in Cancer squares Chiron, and you're feeling, because Chiron's so very feely, you're feeling that more boundaries. You know, my past experience, Chiron in Aries, has got me to this point where I can say no because I've learned that lesson, and I'm also able to speak up and show others. Maybe here comes that younger generation, where or what I have learned. And you know what? You take out of that information what you want, but this is my experience, all right? And because at the same time, the moon is sextile Lilith, all right? So, and we know that Lilith is those suppressed and repressed information that that women hold back because we've been told, here we go with the Cancer ancestry, good girls don't say that, or that's not the done thing, or oh no, hide that because I won't get accepted. And here we go back to, what are you willing to do for the love that you deserve? Okay, so there are parts that need to be expressed and released, and some issues will be exposed, but you are going to be in the best position to see the truth of the matter and also to deal with it on your terms. All right, so it is a very sensitive day, but there is clarity, truth, safeguards, past experience. You are older and wiser now, and much more capable of of moving through things easier than previously. Okay, so overall, and then and then the Mercury moves into Libra at 10 past 6 p.m. So that this whole hyper analysis, starting to traverse those depths, like I like that Venus has gone into Scorpio first. Yes, we're feeling it. And then when the sun moves in there, we're seeing it. All right. So we're getting a preview. And then Mercury moves in there afterwards. So then we get to, I guess, retrospectively think about it, feeling, seeing, and then thinking and coming to terms with it. And then obviously we come out into Sag season, whether that's Venus first. Venus moves into Sag on the, where is she? Wow, okay. Can't see it right now. I guess I'm not meant to. No, mustn't be meant to because it's not obvious right now. No, way too long into the year. I've got the next 3 months up here, and it is an interesting journey for the next 3 months, guys. Nothing that you can't handle. Just the more open you are to change, and you know the reframing of the narrative is another one. Like I said earlier, a lot of what we're doing in this next period of time is, I mean, this is life. We are meat bags with a consciousness. So everything we do comes from the brain first. But I just think that the universe is making it very obvious to us that you do have control of your life in the moment with a choice and a thought. There we go. All right, let's draw a card. Let's draw a card. I've only got a couple people here. If you want a card, pop it in the chat. I'll just do this card first. Okay. Oh, okay, no, they're yelling at me. Well, they're not yelling at me, they're suggesting I will still do the tarot cards, but they're telling me to do this. I sound like a bit of a weirdo, don't they? They're telling me. All right, this one. Okay. No, I don't sound like a weirdo. I sound like someone that acknowledges the voices in my head as outside influence, as the universe, as what do you call them? Are they your guides? Is that what is that? Okay, this one. Ooh. If the wild ones come with sticks. Have we had this before? Look at that. Oh my God, I love that. I love that. All right. It is card number 12. Well, good morning, Paulette. All right, number 12. All right. Negative self-talk, self-criticism, harsh judgment of self and others. Gossip. All right, sometimes we find ourselves behind enemy lines in our own heads. Oh, can it be any more specific? All right, are you noticing your thoughts being negative and unkind? Do you feel frustration of not getting enough, not being perfect, or not getting what you want? You can easily get lost down a rabbit hole of unhappiness, wallowing in negativity and harsh judgment of yourself, and then you can project that outwards. Isn't that amazing? Yeah. Could you be comparing yourself to others and feeling resentful? Sometimes that relentless ambition that drives you forward also keeps you overly focused on what you don't have and what isn't here yet. So you feel dissatisfied with what is. The energy manifests inside you and will show up in the outer world as evidence. Give no energy to negativity, it is not your friend. Now is the time to remove yourself from this destructive energy and focus on loving yourself with radical acceptance, understanding, forgiveness, and detachment. Oh, avoid harsh judgments. Well, there we go. I think that was perfectly, perfectly summed up what I was saying earlier. You know, so much of this is here, guys, and you know, when you observe your thoughts objectively or rationally, you know, you can see them for what they are. Like I was just saying, you know, I get messages and I'm like, that's them. But then I can also discern which of those are in my own voice, which is my Chiron stuff, which is my inner child, you know, and yeah, that's it. It's the observation of the mind and thoughts. Okay, so Paulette, and then Heather. Okay, Pauletti. Oh, Paulette. Oh, you feel so purple, Paulette. You just feel so purple. All right, Paulette. This one. Oof. Oh, I love this. I love this. All right, Ace of Swords. Are you sitting there and you're you know, maybe today has triggered you into this investigation of your own thought cycle, or maybe you've got a I wonder if I could starting to be generated in the mind. um, I'm going forward a little bit, and just I know that Sun opposition Chiron is coming, so I'm wondering for you whether, you know, these incremental steps to that big realization you're already starting to see, and, you know, just listening to the narrative of the universe, it might be really easy for you to actually start this new project. Or oh, there they say, see, listen, they're saying listen. So it might be really, really easy for you to start this new project where previously you might have faltered at the bottom of the stairs. I don't know. I just feel like, yeah, I feel your confidence, or I feel like a lightness here. So I hope that is helpful for you. All right, awesome. All right. Oh, okay. Did you say you would like a card, or you just love that card? I don't know whether I've got laggy. Okay, completely. All right. Does anybody else want one? No? Okay. All right. Well, that's it. You're it, Paulette. I will get going if no one says yes in one moment. All right. Okay, guys, I will see you guys for tomorrow. By the time we wake up, the moon, all right, so the moon moves into Leo while we're going to, oh, you would, Heather, I wasn't sure then. All right, so the moon will move into Leo at 8:48. So when we're talking tomorrow, the moon's going to be moving. So just go through the feels today, and yeah, just that observation of the mind. All right, so Heather. You actually feel quite chirpy, Heather. Or are the birds in your backyard very loud? because chirpy was definitely the word. Oh, okay, awesome. I love this one too, Heather. All right. Ace of Wands. Look at this. Both of these cards are very thinky cards. And so, you know, in harmony with what we're looking at today, maybe, you know, these fires of inspiration you can sit with today. I even love that as like a painting for you as well. I'm seeing this as one of your, I don't know. The thing I'm seeing is like her thing here, but more like a whole page of dragon scales or something like that. Anyway, let those thoughts be the inspiration for your external expression of what's going on. How does that feel? How do you find Chiron in one's charts? Oh, it's the birds. Okay, that's hilarious. Chiron is an asteroid that if you're using any astrology program, you just add it in. So right now, Chiron is in Aries. It stays in Aries for the longest time. It's a 52-year cycle. So I don't know whether I've got your chart, Mikkel, but I believe that astro.com, you can put it in. AstroSeek, you can also put Chiron in as something. There you go, Heather. I feel like you need to paint as well, and I love those colors as well. So yeah, Mikkel, if you want to reach out, I can definitely have a quick look at your chart and tell you where your Chiron is. So, all right, ladies, I will see you tomorrow, and I hope you have an amazing day. See ya.